Well, Arizona is getting a brand new superhero. In the new comic book, Captain Activate and the Future Voters, a team of kids in Captain Activate are ready to defeat the greatest threat to voters, Dr. Apathy. On their journey to fighting crime, they teach kids about really the importance of voting and being engaged in society. And he even made an appearance at Fan Fusion, which is this weekend in downtown Phoenix. So the new Clean Elections is behind the new book, and the author Avery is in the house today joining us to give us some more insight on the comic book, which this is such a neat idea.
Yes, yes.
So tell me a little bit about how this came about. Tell me a little bit about Captain Activate.
Yeah, well, really, we all wanted to do something to educate the youngest population in Arizona, our future voters. Me being a comic book fan and lover, I thought this would be the perfect medium to help educate kids. Our executive director kind of pointed this out, but if you make a Venn diagram of comic book readers and informed voters, in the middle they are consummate readers.
Wow.
So we kind of wanted to target that.
Tell me about the journey he goes on and the journey the kids go on in this comic book.
Yeah, well, really what Captain Activate provides is he teaches the youth or the kids in the book to lead where they are and show that they all can participate in elections and civic engagement in whatever capacity that they can. So,
why was it so important for Clean Elections to really get this message out to the youth who, maybe elections are the last thing on their mind when you're 10, 12 years old?
Yeah, well, it's very important for two reasons. One reason is that they're going to be the future leaders of our state and of our nation, and the second, they're going to be the future voters. So we want to make sure that they understand how they can participate and how they can get informed.
If people aren't familiar, tell me a little bit about Clean Elections and what you guys do.
Yeah, we're a state agency. We're nonpartisan. We were created by a ballot initiative in 1998, so we've been around for some time. We mainly handle campaign finance enforcement. We run clean candidates, and we also do voter education such as this.
Was this your first comic book that you wrote?
It's not my first comic book, but it is my favorite comic book that I wrote.
Your favorite?
Yeah.
So why comic books? Like, what is it about comic books that you think really speak to kids? And what, for you as a kid, really drew you to comic books?
Well, studies have shown that kids who read comic books are going to have a higher vocabulary. They're going to read more. Me, myself, I was drawn to comic books because of the pictures, and I actually was reading before I entered kindergarten because of the comic books. So I think comic books are just a gateway to reading in general.
What is, end of the day, what is the big message you want kids, families to take away from Captain Activate?
The message is that we all can participate wherever we are. Voting is important, but you could also do things, whatever talent you have, you could use that to volunteer. There are many ways for you to participate in elections.
Okay. Avery, I'm just getting word that we have a special guest in the studio today. Captain Activate is in the house. Take a look, everybody. Wow. So he can't speak, but that's okay. This is Captain Activate coming to life from the pages.
Yes,
pretty cool.
It is.
Wow. He's a tall action hero.
He is.
Yeah.
He's pretty tall.
Yeah.
But,
So how Captain Activate? Tell me a little bit about him specifically. What about him is so special?
I think what's so special about Captain Activate is that he is a public servant from another world.
Yeah.
And public service in and of itself is heroic. So he's representing public service, men and women all across the United States. Great
job, Captain Activate. You really are doing such a great job educating kids. What has been sort of the reaction? I know he was at Phoenix Fan Fusion. What was sort of the reaction?
Oh, the reaction has been amazing. We have kids coming up, hugging his leg. They want pictures with him, parents. It's been a well received. We were getting positive feedback from educators and students.
If people are watching this and they're saying, hey, I want to see Captain Activate in person, or maybe I want the comic book, what's going to be the best way for them to do that?
If they could reach out to us on our website, and they could request a bundle of books while supplies last, and they could also request for Captain Activate to make an appearance at an event or something like that. Yeah, so reach out to us.
Okay, Avery, can we take a picture with Captain Activate?
Yes,
okay, so we're going to get a little Captain Activate selfie. Pete, as we head to you. All right, there we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Great job. High five. We love Captain Activate. Avery, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. So, Pete, do you need someone to help you with weather this morning? We don't know how he does with weather. We know he's great at elections, but weather, I don't know.
Right. I'm wondering if Captain Activate would be too tall. Just go right up through the screen here.
Probably.
Thanks, Whitney. We are looking at 57 right now in Flash.